Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So this is day 7 of Trials of the Mad Titan, and this one is called Trials of Omniscience. So you guys can see the team that I went in with. I don't know what to expect. I did not read anything, so I decided to bring in this team. I didn't bring in the Trinity. I left Ghost Rider out, but I brought in Archangel because he's just a beast. Iceman, just in case I need to deal with poison and bleed. Starkey, of course, for the blade synergy, and he's a beast. Hyperion, again, a beast, and he's also poison immune. And finally, Blade, because you know he's Blade. All right, so don't forget to boost up. You can read what each of these boosts do. You get one of these each day that you complete one of the trials, and this is the only day that you're going to be able to use them. Now, depending on your roster and your level of gameplay, you may not need these boosts at all. But what else are you going to use them on? I don't believe that you can even use them anywhere else. So may as well go ahead and fire them all up and make things a little bit easier on you. Alright, so we go ahead and boost up. Now, the purpose of this video is not to just showcase my champions. I want to let you guys see this content, read the boosts, read the buffs that you're going to have to deal with when you do the trial as well. And we'll talk a little bit about, you know, fighting strategies as well. But that is the main goal, so you guys can see these active buffs and be prepared when you go in, and factor these things in when you choose your team. Alright, so first up is Angela, and I go in with Archangel. Now, something to note about Archangel and why I chose him. Angela has a regen, and you saw what the active buffs were. Enhances her regen. But even though my Archangel is not awakened, he can still put poisons on people. Each of Archangel's poison reduces healing by 30%. So that means that if you get 3 stacks of poison, that pretty much nullifies their healing. Of course, 4, it's effectively shut down. They're not even getting a little % of healing. Now, if he was awakened, the neurotoxins, you just need, I think, 1 stack and it does that same thing. But it's important to note that even without being awakened, even though his neurotoxins don't reduce ability accuracy, his poisons can still be effective against someone who regens. Alright, so next up is Hela, and you saw the buffs that you were going to deal with there. Again, I chose Archangel. One of the reasons that I like fighting Hela with Archangel is because once I get all those bleeds and neurotoxins, and then she does her little cheat death, I can just sit back and say, hey, that's not going to help you at all. You're only delaying the inevitable. I don't know, just a little something I like to do, especially with folks like her. Punisher, I like doing the same thing, getting a bleed champion, poison champion, or of course Archangel to do both. And just look at this. I just sit back, okay, just keep on going. It's not gonna help you. And down she goes. I don't know, I just like doing that. Little easy ways to amuse myself, I guess. Alright, so that is Hela down. And next up, we have Juggernaut. Now, I'm pretty sure all of you know who I'm going to choose to fight Juggernaut. And I could fight him with anybody. I could have fought him with Archangel, Spider-Man, Iceman, Hyperion. They all could do the job. But I'm going in with Blade. Now, remember that Blade's danger sense just has a chance to stop his unstoppable. So you see here, it did not stop his unstoppable. Now, one way that I like to fight, at least when he's not stun immune, is to parry him a lot. Reason being, if you don't do that, you'll find yourself back in the corner very quickly. And that's not a nice place to be against Juggernaut. And especially if you're in war and you've got to fight this guy and they have Mystic Dispersion, that is a bad day. But we don't have to deal with any of that. And as you can see, Blade made short work of that Juggernaut. So, next up, we are going to be fighting Gambit. So you guys see his abilities. The heal block, that always worried me, but it's only on special, so if you don't get hit, you don't have to worry about the heal block. The reason that's a concern is that I am currently running suicides because I am grinding for Corvus Glaive. I want him as both a 4-star and a 3-star, and I have to do the T1 Alpha, so I turned my suicides back on, and that made Infinity Dungeons a little bit of fun as well. But we got that done pretty easily. So I have to be a little careful with my specials, but the fights, you know, they're shorter because I'm doing a whole lot more damage. So as you saw, Gambit, not a problem. I could have taken him out with pretty much anyone there. That Bane, one of the things that I did in that fight so that I wouldn't have to deal with Bane too much was to just overwhelm him with damage. So I just blitzed it. Alright, so you see the boost that we're going to have to deal with Gamora. And so I chose Hyperion because I like fighting with Hyperion and he does a lot of damage. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to get those heavies in, and if you can parry her, that's great. You fire off your heavies, build up those fury charges, and then boom. And I got lucky here and got a stun, and I actually gambled right here, and it paid off. She could have instantly fired off her L3. In fact, I'm not even sure if their L3s are active on this or not. I'm not sure. But she didn't fire off her L3 there. She could have also, if it wasn't active, she could have fired off her L2. But that's why I fired off my special as fast as I could, because I figured even if she blocks it, I should be able to do enough damage to take her out. Alright, so here we have the buffs here, as you can see. Now, this is the final fight, and this particular Spider-Man is not that bad to fight. I chose Iceman for one reason. When this Spider-Man is awakened and he fires off a special, he gets a buff called Spider Sense, which gives him crazy evades, and it's just annoying. So with Iceman, I don't have to worry about that because he fires it off, as you see there. He has the Spider Sense, but he's not about to evade because I'm keeping that cold snap on. Alright, so not a big deal, and he's gonna go down pretty easily. He loves firing off that L1 as well. And see, he got that evade off because the cold snap had expired and I didn't notice it. But we were able to still get him down, and that is Trial of Omniscience. I hope that this has helped you guys. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you liked it, please consider smashing that like button. It really helps me out. If you have not subscribed already to my channel, please consider giving me a subscription. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this video. If you want to support the channel, look in my description below and you will find a link to my Patreon account, and you can become a patron of this channel. And you guys have a blessed day.